the impact of a Buhari win.
I'm Yvonne Katsande in Abuja, Nigeria. We decided to follow the country's story, especially after the just ended elections. The transition between President Goodluck Jonathan's administration into the hands of President Buhari. We wanted to know what is the impact of a Buhari win economically and security-wise. The insurgents of the Boko Haram that has terrorized the country in different parts, but especially in the northern part of Nigeria. Join us as we explore the story. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari doesn't seem to be interested in appointing 36 ministers of the Federation, though he has gotten into the process and almost finished. The president took his time to form his cabinet and recently said all of his ministers won't be getting a portfolio. What took President Buhari a long time, or rather a delay, in his choosing of the cabinet?
Well, he has, my opinion on this will not be different from what he has said himself. The fact that he needed to do a proper, scrutiny of the faith, of the belief and competence of the people he would like to work with, within the period of his stay in government. And you can see that most of the people that are coming are those that he has been with them for some time, so he can vouch for their integrity, their work spirit, and even loyalty to country.
And in the process, some ministers have been kicked out because they've been accused of corruption. We've read in latest reports that some of them were even found with millions of cash stuffed in their houses. Can you just comment on that?
Well, it is possible that in spite of the search, some people may have hidden certain things, and that and that is why he again has subjected them to continuous scrutiny. He has not said, "Hey, I know all, I have finished. Whoever I've nominated, let them go through further scrutiny, public scrutiny, legislative scrutiny, security scrutiny, and so forth, and that's ongoing." And I think it's a mark of courage.
Okay, let's talk about the security issues a bit. The Boko Haram has really plagued the country of Nigeria. What is the status quo right now with regards to security?
Well, like you observed, Nigeria has had its own fair or unfair share of the security challenge, especially the action of Boko Haram in the northeast. Most of the areas that have come under attack, the FCT and some areas like Nyanya, Kuje of recent. The government came determined to introduce new strategies, and it did. We have seen greater coordination between intelligence and the military. We have also seen the move to involve more citizens' participation and attention to issues of security awareness, because the citizens must play a complementary role in this fight against terror. So, so far, some few changes that have been introduced, including the relocation of the command center, the directive to ensure that all the commanding officers move to site, has paid off in terms of the morale of soldiers. What is interesting and what you can take home is that the soldiers now are not on the defensive. They are taking the fight to the insurgents, and that is what we didn't have in the earlier circumstance, and mostly as a result of the change in the direction of strategy. Today, we have of course, a lot of equipment have been acquired, military hardware have been acquired to assist the fight, and that has helped to degrade the capacity and the lethal disposition of the terrorists. But we have also seen that the terrorists have had to devise new approaches to attacking softer targets, less combative, citizens or groups.
Is this where they are now using kids or perhaps mentally ill people?
Yes, they use kids, they use mentally ill people, they use ladies and things like that. And even at that, it's suicide bombing. Then they came attacking, killing, and burning villages. Now what they use are cluster bombs and detonation of in crowded spaces, which you would agree is difficult to check. But intelligence has intensified work. Quite a number have been taken in. Quite a number of people have been taken in, and that is why, even at the level of my agency, the National Orientation Agency, we are training citizens to understand how, to be more alert, how they can identify suspicious movements, suspicious objects, and what to do when they see these things. That way, we have everybody, on the alert, and it should help intelligence.
Okay. Let me just take you back a bit. What really happened to the Chibok girls, and where are they as we speak?
Well, Chibok girls, from the records available and again, quoting our president and all other intelligence sources, still remain within the Sambisa forest. Some have been forcefully converted and married. But essentially, the conviction is that they are still within an identifiable area, and that nobody is, and intelligence and security is making sure that they don't slip from that line of sight. And care is being taken to ensure that they are not killed in the process of rescue. And so the processes are being meticulously followed and implemented with total care to ensure that citizens taken are rescued. And in fact, you have seen that quite a number of people are being rescued on a continuous basis. Mm-hmm. And even some who have given up have confessed and have given useful information that is helping intelligence. Partly one of the reasons why intensive military action may not have taken place in Sambisa forest.
Are there any leads to the Boko Haram leader?
These are matters of detail and deep security, which, because we realize what information has done in the past to obstruct his capture. So we want to avoid discussing the leader, but looking at the solution. And part of the solution is not necessarily the leader, because once the leader does not have the followers, it may be difficult for him to act. He acts based on the conviction that he has people following him. So the strategies that are being implemented are to ensure that even his recruitment processes are, tampered with, and people are given access to more useful information, more useful education and opportunities that will not lure them to tendencies such as his.
Okay, would you say that there is a religious separation between the Christians and the Muslim, and perhaps causing the instability that we see?
No, because a number of Muslims have reacted to this, and the attacks have also been perpetrated in mosques and churches as well. And in these areas in Borno State, you have Muslims and Christians indigenous to Borno State. In fact, I think it's about 40-60%. 40 Christians and 60 Muslims. So it is not as if the terrorist segment or they attack everybody. So I think they want to enforce another kind of ideology further and above what the Muslims that we know practice, the authentic Muslims that we know practice, and even the Christians.
Okay, so what are your final remarks with regards to moving Nigeria forward? What would you want to say to the people that will be listening right now?
Well, Nigeria needs itself. Nigeria needs itself. Nigeria needs its citizens to stand for it at all times. It is not enough to keep complaining and not doing anything. Let us be part of the solution. Let us positively gather around and stand by our country with solutions, not complaining and doing nothing about it. Like I said, you cannot wish for something and not work for it. It doesn't make sense. So if we wish good for this country, if we believe that Boko Haram must stop, let us all join in and make it happen. It is possible to do so. And we need the cooperation and support of people around us. We need the cooperation of Africans. We need the support of international community and anyone who thinks he has the solution. Because terrorism is a global challenge. It's a generational challenge. And all of us must rise up to it. This is our own generational war for the world.
During this trip, there were also some interesting things. Right now we are at the Ushafa Pottery Center in the town of BUHARI. The pottery making in this town is of significant value because they have been doing it for decades and centuries, passed on from their forefathers until today. They make pottery and they're famous for it. So Abu Bakr here is just going to take us briefly on the whole process of pottery.
Okay, once again you're welcome to Ushafa Pottery Center. In Ushafa Pottery Center here, we carry out two forms of pottery making. The traditional pottery making section and the modern pottery making section.
Okay.
I'll just briefly give us a breakdown of what we do at the modern pottery making section.
Okay.
In the section here, we live at the production studio where we carry out productions. We produce works ranging from the functional ones to the decorative ones.
Okay.
And the process, we do the hand building form of production and also the wheel form of
where you use a wheel. Okay.
The wheel throwing form of production.
Okay.
And in our studio here, we make use of two types of clay: the primary clay and the secondary clay.
Okay.
The primary clay is the popular clay which is called the kaolin or China clay.
Okay.
It is called China clay because, not because it was originated from China, but the Chinese first started using China clay.
Okay.
If you see it, it's very, very white and it is clay in its purest form.
All right.
So I'll just give us a breakdown of the secondary clay which we use majorly in our studio here.
Okay.
The secondary clay is also further divided into two: the earthenware clay and the stoneware clay. If you get to encounter this clay, it's very, very plastic.
All right.
Very, very elastic.
Okay.
And as such, you can bend it, you can twist it, and produce whatever
you want in any shape.
Yeah, in any form.
Okay.
So the potter at the studio here carries out demonstration. You get to see the elasticity and the plasticity of the clay.
Okay.
In that you can press, you can contrast, you can relax it and produce whatever you design in mind.
Okay.
And in the studio here, they produce works ranging from the functional to the decorative ones.
Okay.
You get to see some works that serve a particular purpose, like the casseroles, the teacups,
all right,
the teapots and all that. They perform the particular function.
Okay.
And we have some works that are for mere decoration. They range from one function to the other. Okay. Like they serve both interior and exterior decoration.
Okay.
We have planters for both interior and exterior.
So are you going to give us a demonstration here?
So I'll give us a demonstration of how the works are being produced.
Okay.
So as we produce here, I'll still take us to our gallery and show us some work.
All right. Cool.
So, first and foremost, before you could produce anything, you need to knead the clay by removing air pockets that are trapped inside the clay and also some impurities. Okay. So, as you remove it, we have the throwing wheel. Right now, I'm going to the throwing wheel to carry out the
I'm finding this very interesting.
This is the electric throwing wheel.
Okay.
The clay is centered at the center of the disc.
Okay.
So let me just do the demonstration. what you're seeing on it is a wooden bat. Probably I wanted to produce a big wall.
Okay.
That's why the wooden bat is sitting on the disc
All right.
of the wheel.
Okay.
So let me just use it to do. So I told us about the plasticity and elasticity of the clay.
All
And
right.
stretch it.
Okay, so you're actually stretching it right now. I
I'm
can see it's
stretching it.
changing in size and in shape.
Doing that, I'm trying to make it be at the center.
Okay.
So right now it's at the center.
Okay.
Next thing I do is take it down.
Wow, look at that. Wow.
So the next thing I open so I can get the space that I would use to work.
Okay.
So this is like my working space.
Oh, wow.
So the next step for me to start pulling it up, get a height. So
Wow.
it goes up like that until I get the height I really desire.
Okay.
So I still keep on pulling it. So I'm still
So
stretching
this
it
thing can stretch to even as high as anything
very well, depending on the size of the clay.
of the clay that you've started
Yes.
with. Okay.
Right now, let me just give it a shape.
All right.
Let me just bulge it.
I can see the shape is coming up now.
This is just a mere demonstration. So, they don't have something to produce, but I'll still do something. So I'm
Okay.
still bulging it out
Okay.
to give it a shape.
Okay. All right, so how long is this whole process going to be?
Okay, it will soon end, very soon.
Okay. Oh, there we go. I can actually see the shape of a pot already.
A pot.
Interesting stuff.
And this one, it can serve a purpose of probably to store water in it,
Okay.
or you could use it to plant flowers.
Okay. Multi-purpose.
Yes.
All right.
So this is it.
Okay. So would you like to show us your gallery? Let's just see some of the stuff that you are already made.
Okay. So let's just move down to the gallery. So
Okay. I know it's a very clean job there. All right. So these are some of the things that you have done.
you're welcome to the gallery. I was explaining to us earlier on about the two forms of production.
Okay.
The kind of works we produce,
Okay.
the functional and the decorative ones.
Okay.
In our gallery here, up here, you could see casseroles. These
Yes.
casseroles, they are functional.
Okay.
In that you could store food in them,
Okay.
whether to make the food hot or
Just to
cool.
serve on the
Yes.
table.
We have right there, we have a water jug. You could use it to serve water, a glazed water jug, and also here, same casserole I showed to you at the other end.
Okay.
It serves function.
Okay.
Then we have flower vases, majorly in the gallery, flower vases.
Okay.
They are for decorative purposes.
I can see many of those around.
So what we do is we get them, we put flower in them, both for interior and exterior decorations.
Beautiful
So
stuff.
majorly, that's what we do in our center here.
Okay, beautiful stuff. Well, thank you very much for taking us around.
You're welcome.
It was such a pleasure.
You're welcome.
I'm doing my business here.
Okay.
Yes.
Of molding the pots.
Of molding pots to sell. But our problem is that now we are no see market now. Since when BUHARI claimed this year, things it can't change once. Especially we that we are here. We are not seeing anybody here to buy our markets.
Okay.
And especially we that we are widows. In BUHARI time, you have to take care of us. But now, as the BUHARI climbed the chair, you know the mind of the widow. We are suffering. Please, we are crying for you to go and tell BUHARI so that may leave the chair, may leave the contract for us. So that when you give them the contract, we too, they will come and buy our things here. When you enter my shop now, you can see as my shop full, no market. And I don't have husband who will take care of me. It's because now for here they see my market, they buy food, they do school fees for my children. So now, nothing. And I don't have husband. So that's our problem for here. Before, when BUHARI there for India, we see many strangers here. Even Oibo, they used to come plenty, but now nobody. If some come to buy our market, so they will complain for us, say the BUHARI not the best salary now. Some don't go complain for us, say it's getting to 4 months now, 3 months now.
Without getting salaries.
If they won't get their salary, how they will take buy our things? They will come to cry for us here. We that we are here, how we go do? So we are crying for you.
So they're saying President BUHARI has not been paying them.
They are not be paying them workers. How do I buy our market? So I beg, when you go, you cry for us for the BUHARI. You have to leave the contract so that when you give everybody contract, they will come and buy our markets. That is our problem for you.
Okay, so how long have you been doing this?
Okay, when I mold this one, I expect like today, I can mold like 4. When I mold like 4, like tomorrow, I will come out them, they will take breeze. I will now repair them. When they reach like 1 week, I will fire them. They will be like those one.
Okay, like this beautiful one?
Yes.
This is beautiful.
Yes. Like this one now is for
And then you-
sale now.
And then you polish them up and then they look all
polish
nice
them
and...
with the local bean straight. Yes, see them.
Okay.
You can paint them so that they will not shiny. When
Okay.
they shine like that, when you people come, people that have money, they will buy. If they don't have money, they will say they don't get money because BUHARI know they pay. That is the problem.
Okay, so this molding of the pots like this, is this a cultural thing of the BUHARI town? Of the BUHARI people?
No. Since my mama born me, since I'm a small, they teach me how to do it. So as I come grow, I come marry. So, you know, say, like BUHARI town, when they give contract, so we are seeing many strangers here. But now BUHARI town now, we know they see market, things just change once. That is our problem.
Okay, so when President Goodluck Jonathan was there, did he pay people and did people come and buy?
No, like especially their worker. When they give the contract, when they pay the salary for the workers, then they will come and buy things what they like. That is the problem.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But now, BUHARI know they give money. If you see some, they will say 5 months now. 4 months, madam, how will I buy the party? Me too, at the 5 that I eat for house, I know they get. We that we here, how we go do? Not be wahala.
No, it's not for Hala.
Now wahala now. Especially now, me now widow I be. If I not see market, who go give me food to eat? Eh? Now wahala now.
Nigeria.
Thank God we are survived well. In the grace of God, we are getting some new changes about this. How can I say now?
Okay, this is your work, the work that you do.
Yes, we are doing in good way. In the grace of God, we are getting some.
Good customers.
Yes.
Okay. So you've got customers every day.
Yes,
Okay.
we have it into the grace of God, and then there are some. How can I say it? Like the people that are like for like this, we are getting some.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. And this is how you survive.
Yes.
It brings food to the table.
Yeah, security. Yes, we have many security. They are tackling our cries.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you're happy.
Yes.
Happy.
We are
so
happy.
can I get a lift now?
And then there are enough fuel. Fuel is the price fuel is reduced.
Okay, so it's cheaper
yes.
for you
We are
now.
very happy with this.
And you can afford it.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So can you give me a lift?
Left.
Yes, on your Okada.
How left? What
Like
of
I
left?
want to sit on the Okada and then you drive with me, take me to where I want to go.
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that. Okay, so this young enthusiast is actually going to give me a lift on his Okada and I'm off to the market. Watch me. So what do I do? Do I hold on to you or do I just sit? Do I hold on? Okay. So we're just going around the block, right? You, Lord Jesus. Oh my God. I feel like I'm going to fall off. Okay. You. You. Eh. Oh my God, thank you very much. Okay, that was just one really scary ride for me. I guess I just have to get used to it. This is the Okada, one of the modes of transportation in Nigeria. A lot of people use this to go about every day in their daily lives, to work, to the market, and any way to connect to different towns and cities. This is known as the Okada, the famous Okada. Nigerians are therefore now strongly determined, more than ever, to lay a solid foundation for an enduring democracy that will be the pride of future generations of the Nigerians. The present civilian government has shown its commitment to even development of the country and cases of marginalization in certain parts of the country. Today, Nigeria enjoys peace, in spite of periodic crisis in consultation in handling issues. The administration is determined to transform the country in line with democratic principles into a land of opportunity, equity of government's use of dialogue, and progress and prosperity for all. In my closing remark, I must say you can't help but notice that Nigerians are very friendly people, very welcoming, very natured, very cultured, very open.
The impact of a Buhari win.